Welcome to the Football Reporters. I'm John.
I'm Chris.
And it's the end of No Shave November. We're in December right now.
Yeah, I miss it already, but
It's cold.
it is. My face feels weird, and it's already starting to grow back in, and it feels like fucking barbed wire being dragged across my face.
But enough about that. Let's talk about. Now, we've lost the past couple of episodes, and I would retread on those episodes, but I don't have enough time. And so I just say, fuck it.
Yeah, we decided to go YouTube live, and that didn't necessarily work.
That didn't work. There's another one. My iMovie was being a bitch, so I'm gonna try out a new method this time and see if it works. But I don't. Let's talk about. Okay, so I don't think we should talk about the Thanksgiving games. I actually have a better idea.
Because we lost that episode.
The episode still technically exists.
It exists, but it's not uploaded.
Yeah, but I can think I know it. If I can upload this one up there, I'll upload that one.
Yeah.
So that'll be the lost episode of the show. So I'm not gonna bother talking about the Thanksgiving games or the Monday night.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Monday night game then from this past week. Baltimore traveling to Cleveland.
And
This
I have
was
to say,
sloppy game.
we were wrong. I thought the Browns were gonna run away with this game.
And the Browns found another way to lose.
They always do. It was a slugfest, but it was a closer game than I expected it to be.
So how many points did Travis? He only scored 16. Okay, I had to make sure for fantasy reasons because I had him. I didn't have him. I chose Golden Tate to start Golden Tate over him. Tate
didn't have a bad game either.
Because he had 50 yards and a touchdown. But
yeah.
It doesn't matter. I still won the game. But Matt Schaub threw 2 interceptions. One of them went back for a touchdown. I think it was one of his first couple of throws. I think it was like 1 for 4 and 3 pick 6.
It's bad.
Josh McCown got knocked out of the game. And he's out for the rest of the season.
He is out for the rest of the season, and they will start Austin Davis the rest of the season. If you don't know who Austin Davis is, he was a starter for the Rams last year. When Sam Bradford got hurt,
tore his
ACL in the preseason, and then he replaced Sean Hill. And he was decent. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he did struggle towards at the beginning. He was really, really good. He looked like Kurt Warner when he came in, when Kurt Warner came in and saved the Rams.
And then he fizzled out.
And then towards the end of the season, he fizzled out, and he ended up getting replaced by Sean Hill.
Yep.
The last couple of games of the season, he actually got replaced mid-game because he threw two really terrible interceptions.
7 for 10, 77 yards and a touchdown. Not bad.
But
Travis Benjamin had a pretty good game himself. He had 6 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown. Gary Barnidge, I think his name is.
Yeah, Gary Barnidge.
7 receptions for 91 yards and a touchdown. And it's tied 27-27. Cleveland has a chance to win the game. I think Matt Schaub threw an interception, which set up
surprise,
which set up the Browns in field goal range.
And the Browns.
Okay, well, who's the freaking kicker
for the Browns?
Yeah,
Travis Coons.
His kick gets blocked and it's get run back for a touchdown.
I saw the reaction video to those, and they're so funny. One guy was like in the stands.
Oh my God, no!
One guy was in the stands and he literally ripped his Browns jersey off. One guy was like, he had his like back to the play, and he had the camera, he had this like phone like towards so you could see the play. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "What the fuck do I root for this team?" Every time I get disappointed.
No, the woman. No, this is not happening. Oh my God, this is not happening.
The Browns had a chance to win the 3rd game of the season. They ruined it. And only the Browns could.
They've lost their 6th straight game.
And Austin Davis led them back too. He had a pretty good game.
Yep.
And they're going with him for the rest of the season, which I can see because he's not been bad.
No, but Johnny Manziel. It's like Manziel, but
Manziel. Also, there's some kind of trade rumors going on about Manziel. There are 4 teams that want him. St. Louis was one of them.
Would you
the
want
49ers. I want him in St. Louis.
Okay.
I'd seriously want him in St. Louis. Anything is better than Case Keenum, Nick Foles combined.
San Francisco?
San Fran could use him, but I think Blake Gabbert proved the fact that he could be a starting quarterback again.
Dallas. Trying to save
Dallas too.
Trying to save their seeding, trying to salvage it. And what's the last team?
It was Dallas, San Fran, St. Louis. I think it was the Redskins. I'm not too sure.
I wouldn't. The Redskins, I wouldn't do it because Kirk Cousins has played pretty well.
Kirk Cousins has played really good.
They currently lead their division.
Before when Kirk Cousins was having his string of bad games, like maybe Manziel would go there. But I think they found their franchise. I think they really did. I think they found Kirk Cousins a franchise QB now. He's proving it. He's gone. He's been very consistent lately, and he's been very good. And the Redskins are a sleeper team right now.
Well, they're currently
lead division.
If the playoff ends, if the season ends today, they're in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs, but they're tied for first right now with the Giants, but they have the tiebreaker due to them beating the Giants last week, right?
Yep.
Yep, last week.
When Manning threw 3 interceptions.
And Manning was just downright terrible.
Yep. All right, so now I think we're pretty good on this because really it doesn't matter. Like I hear people calling, like my friend, we always do this, like who's on the coaching hot seat, and he said John Harbaugh. I'm like, I wouldn't actually put John Harbaugh.
I wouldn't. That's the last person they put on the hot seat.
Well, let's see here. You lost Suggs in week 1. You lost your top receiver, Steve Smith, in week 6. You lost Justin Forsett in your starting quarterback.
Exactly.
You lost 4
of
your
that's the last person besides Bill Belichick that I put on the hot seat.
Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians, and also to Jack Del Rio, and also to Gus Bradley. Because they showed him confidence.
Yeah.
They want to keep him as a coach. They know he's a really good coach, and that team is on the up and up. I mean, they did not play all that well last week, but at the same time, they're a young team, and with the next couple of years, this team is going to be very good in playoff contention worthy. Just like in the Raiders too.
The Lions shot themselves in the foot last night.
They did. That game was all over. My brother was ready to call the season over for the Green Bay Packers right there.
And the last second Hail Mary throw by
And he throws that last second Hail Mary, and I've literally never seen my brother more excited in my entire life. Like, he literally woke up my sister, and she came out crying because she thought someone was dying in my living room. He was screaming that loud. He was like a freaking teenage girl jumping around. Oh my God, that is run! Oh my God! Yeah, jumping and stomping around the house.
They came back from a 20-point deficit. They're done 20-0 at halftime. They came back. This is actually the best Thursday night football game they've had.
Next week's going to be even better, though, I think.
What a shock. Both teams had a week's rest, and then they got a good game.
It makes sense, because I thought going in that was going to be a very good game, and the Packers offensively were just dreadful in that first half. And part of the third. They somehow got 14 points in that third quarter.
Because James Starks fumbled, and then it was recovered by
that was weird. See, did you see the ball security that Starks had on that play? It's like he doesn't have ball control. Yeah. He has the ball out here like this. Like, dude, you can see it wobbling in his arm. Like, you can see he has it like up here, and it's like every time he runs like that.
Yeah.
It's like run like a normal human, have it tucked into your body. That's how you don't lose the fumble. He had his arm open. That's how you easily get the ball punched out. You have it close into your body, and that ball's not going to get punched out.
Matthew Stafford threw 2 touchdowns, one to Calvin Johnson, one to Eric Ebron.
Oh, Ebron. That was a terrible, terrible coverage by Green Bay. Left him wide open. He's one of the emerging young tight ends in this league, and you leave him wide open in the end zone.
Oh, man. Not to say, at least the bet's still going strong. I mean, the only thing that's going against him is that he got fumbled by Julius Peppers.
Yeah,
that was not his fault, though.
That wasn't his fault.
Because he was going back to throw, and Peppers grabbed him.
Yeah.
So that wasn't his fault. The face mask was bad.
The face mask was bad. It's been going around the league that people are not too happy with that.
Yeah. Because the thumb just great.
It is. The thumb, Adrian Peterson was like, that wasn't a face mask. I'm like, well, it kind of is, because
if you
can't grab any part.
Here's what I say about this whole thing. With the referees, and we've questioned the referees in the past.
Yes, we have. They've been dreadful.
But in real time, you see Rodgers. If you see someone's hand go like this, and you see Rodgers' head turn, I throw the flag.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the correct call.
That is the correct call. You throw the flag, and especially the way that his chin strap came up.
Yeah.
That's evidence that was a face mask.
It's a face mask. It's not much, but it's still a face mask.
Exactly. It's not much. He did grab the shoulder pad too at the end, but at the same time,
sign of the day, by the way. 9-7, the dream. I laughed hysterically at this.
The Lions, they did play a very good game.
Yep, they played like they should have won the game, and
they should have, but their defense couldn't stop them.
Yep.
Richard Rodgers had a huge game.
Had a catch. That giant catch at the end.
That catch at the end, no one covered him. They rushed 3.
Oh, yeah, they were looking for Devontae Adams. Yep. They were not expecting him.
The whole night, Rodgers was being flushed out of the pocket. He got away. I thought he was going to get sacked.
Yeah.
And then the swim move went around him, and then just lobbed that beautiful Hail Mary pass down the field and won the game. And no one even covered. It didn't seem like anyone covered Richard Rodgers in that play.
Yeah, no. And now the pressure's back on Minnesota. But
can they
defeat Seattle, which we'll actually tackle?
Yeah, we'll tackle.
We'll start tackling the Sunday games.
Yeah.
Let's start with San Francisco at Chicago. Chicago's had. It's going to be Chicago's game.
Yep.
This is going to be Chicago's game.
I didn't think that for a second, but yes. Garrett Silk is questionable, did not practice. Eric Armstead, the defensive tackle.
This is gonna be a very heavy.
I think there's all San Fran.
Yeah. You gotta go up.
Yeah, there's all San Fran's.
Yeah, you go up to the top, and it says Bears.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You press on the Bears, and they'll give you.
Carlos Hyde didn't practice. Ahmad Brooks is limited.
What's here? Full Martellus Bennett looks like he's gonna start. He had a full practice, as opposed to
Navarro Bowman didn't practice. That's big.
Yep. Let's hear. They really do need Kevin White.
They do need White badly. They do need him.
Their rookie wide receiver who's out indefinitely with a shin injury. I don't know.
He hasn't played yet this year.
Yep, Zach Miller who's limited in practice with a rib injury, but
McPhee's limited too.
I think they're going to have both their tight ends out there. It's going to be a heavy Matt Forte and James Langford game, which both of my fantasy team.
Marquez Wilson did not practice. Eddie Rowe did not practice.
For fantasy purposes,
Andrew Roll did not practice.
Yeah,
those are a couple of starters there.
Yeah, for you fantasy owners, I'd more start Langford than I would Matt Forte because Forte is still coming off the injury. I
did not have a good game last week.
No, I would start him because it seems like he's going to get the touchdown.
Yep.
And it's going to be a lot of points because San Francisco can stop the run.
San Francisco's dreadful against the run.
And they can't stop the pass. They can't stop the run. They can't throw the ball.
They can't stop anything.
They suck.
Imagine that. A team that was
3 straight NFC champions.
Last 3 years. Last 3 years, the best team in the NFC, bar none.
And they only went to the Super Bowl once and they lost.
Bar none, the best team in the NFC. Their defense was feared. With Patrick Willis, Deshaun Golson, when he was there.
Yep.
Everyone was lethal. That defense was one of the tops in the league. And now it's like their team is in shambles. They're falling apart fast.
I'm going to take Chicago.
I'm going to Chicago too in that one.
Next up is Baltimore.
Battle of 4 and 7s.
Yeah, Matt Schaub and the Baltimore Ravens traveling down to Baltimore going against Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell, is that right? Is that his name?
Dan Campbell. Dan fucking Campbell.
Dan.
That guy is he's not going to be retained as head coach. I thought at the first couple of games he'd be retained just because he kind of straightened out that locker room and stuff, but I don't think he's going to get retained because he's been terrible.
Oh, I forgot they also lost Dennis Pitta too. Think about how many injuries they had. They lost Steve
Darryl Smith is out. It did not practice. Not injury related though.
Yeah, let's see here.
Brashad Perriman, was he that first round draft pick?
Yep.
Was on IR. Justin Forsett, IR. Steve Smith, IR. Taliaferro, IR.
Let's see here.
Suggs, IR.
Dolphins are coming
Flacco,
off IR. Yeah, Dolphins are coming off their absolute trouncing against the New York Jets.
Oh, that was hilarious. I loved it.
Baltimore traveling in there, coming off a win.
And with Ryan Tannehill, not really.
2 straight wins, actually. So, the sad part is, they're technically still in this race.
They are.
I am gonna take Baltimore because I don't believe in the Dolphins at all.
I don't believe in the Dolphins at all. very one-dimensional team.
It's a dumpster fire.
Adama Kasu, I continue to say this, took the money and ran. Mm-hmm. He was money, then he ran. And see what he's done this year? Nothing. So I take Ravens too.
The Jets.
The Ravens also have been not I take the Ravens, but the Dolphins also too have been marred by injuries this year.
Yep.
With Cameron Wake and Lou Delmas over the season.
Yeah, they haven't been the same since
Keon Jordan was suspended for the entire season.
Great going, dude.
Cole Beasley limited practice. Kevin Shepard was full. And Rashad Matthews missed practice again with a rib injury.
The Darrelle Revis-less Jets traveling to the Giants,
which is kind of crazy.
I love that. It's like traveling to the Giants. It's still the same building.
Traveling to the same stadium because they're both the home team technically.
Yeah, except it'll be blue and.
Yeah, because the Giants are technically the home team, but it's like it's a home game for them because they play at the same stadium.
Goddamn same. Battle of New York.
I feel like this is gonna be a good game.
I would have loved to see a Darrelle Revis versus Odell Beckham Jr., which we're not, unfortunately, not going to see.
We're not going to see that matchup, but for the Jets, Marcus Williams didn't participate. Ryan Fitzpatrick was full. Eric Decker was full. Calvin Pace was limited. Revis is not going to play with a concussion again. Yep. Deion Bailey was limited. Brandon Marshall was limited. Buster Screen was full. Nick Folk
is out for
the season, which is insane. Because he's been one of the most consistent kickers in the league. The Jets, too, hit with injuries, but somehow still in the race.
Let's see. The Jets are a mess right now. They are, despite the fact that they won against Miami last week.
They're a mess. The Giants are a mess. I don't know who to pick in this game.
I'm gonna take the Giants mainly because their offense is better.
The Giants' offense is better, but Fitzpatrick fully healthy. I would say the Jets' offense is better. But I'm going to take the Giants.
If Revis was in, I would change my pick. But
if Revis was in, and if Ryan Fitzpatrick was fully healthy,
it's going to be Antonio Cromartie on Odell Beckham Jr.
Ooh, Larry Donnell didn't practice. Brandon Merriweather didn't practice.
I think they're still going to be fine. It's Odell Beckham Jr. It's going to be
Urban Ayers is probable.
It's the Odell Beckham Jr. show. I'm picking the Giants.
I'm picking the Giants too. There's some big losses on both sides. Jacksonville.
Oh, God.
This is a Jacksonville game.
Jacksonville, Tennessee. I expect Jacksonville in this one. I don't believe in Tennessee at all.
I don't believe in Tennessee.
I think Tennessee's playing for next year.
Yep.
Which means tank. Tankapalooza.
Jonathan Cyprian. So the safety was full. Roy Miller didn't play. Oh, man, it's a big loss in practice. Chris Clemens, that injury-related full practice. Toby Gerhardt, groin, one of the worst running backs I've ever seen in my entire life. Did not practice. Jason Myers on the injury report, surprisingly, full practice. Alan Hurts, concussion, foot, thigh, did not practice. This dude.
It's gonna be a heavy Allen Robinson and.
It is, but they say Gus Bradley said that even if Hearns doesn't practice a week, he's still gonna play.
It's Julius Thomas and.
Oh shit! I gotta pick up Marquise Lee because they said he's gonna be the starter if Hearns doesn't play. Someone in my league didn't pick him up. I think I was going to pick him up this morning.
Fantasy football.
Fucking driving me insane. That's 3-9 shopping at Lacey's.
3-9. You're 3 and you have the exact opposite record that I do.
Yeah, my team is so bad.
I'm 9-3. Right now, I'm competing in the game for.
My team isn't bad either. I'm dropping Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon's a joke.
My team's not that bad actually.
I drafted Melvin Gordon and T.J. Yeldon and I picked Olsen 4th, and I picked Melvin Gordon the 3rd round, and I picked Yeldon the 4th round, the 5th round.
Let's see. I'm 9-3. CBS Fantasy Sports. I'm a CBS guy.
Pelfrey.
Yeah, I originally had in my original draft, I had Andrew Luck and Tom Brady. I'm like, oh, right. So 1-2 punch combination. And then Andrew Luck sucked.
Andrew Luck sucked? Did you go with Brady from then on out?
I went for Brady as soon as he had suspension lifted. And I went with that. And then it's like, all right, bye week.
Brady in my league, too.
And I said, bye week. Oh, all right. I'll sit in and I'll put Andrew Luck in. Andrew Luck out.
I'm in 2 leagues. I'm in Yahoo Fantasy Football, which is good, and I'm in NFL.com, which is a free league. My Yahoo league is a $100 league with my brother and his friends, and my dad's in it too. Which is weird. So I picked I picked Peyton Manning, and I'm gonna be that dick who picks Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, and I picked them both, and I've stuck with Brady for like a while now.
Yeah. So I finally dropped him, and here's what I got. Here's what I have on my bench. I have Forte, Floyd, Benjamin, Gates, Bills.
I had the Bills defense.
Patriots, Siskowski, Miller, Brown, Sanders, Tate, Langford, Martin, and Brady.
6-6 now. What the fuck happened?
I'm like,
I don't even know how
the
NFL
NFL
won.
one.
Did they win?
The NFL Network, I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
I really don't. I gave up on that league. I'm more of a CBS guy.
I forget to start. I forget to change it some weeks, but
I'm just gonna
I have the same. I literally the same people in every week, and no one's hurt.
I'm gonna pick Jacksonville.
I gotta take Eddie Lacy out there because he sucks.
I'm gonna pick Jacksonville though, because I don't have any faith in Tennessee.
I don't have any faith in Tennessee either. They're a good team. I just don't have any faith in them.
Good team. They'd be picking first.
Yeah.
They probably are. Or the Browns. One of them. One of there. Next up is Seattle and Minnesota. Big game for
Minnesota. I'll go with Minnesota.
Big game for both of these teams. Minnesota trying to keep pace with the Packers. Seattle's trying for their playoff spot.
They are.
They're fighting for their playoff
They're fighting
slots.
for it.
It's going to be Adrian Peterson versus that giant front, but it's at home.
Yep.
Give me Minnesota at home. Okay, Houston traveling to Buffalo. The Red Hot Texans going against
The
them.
Red Hot Texans. They're on fire right now.
They've won 4 straight games. Buffalo, on the other hand, I think they've lost. They've lost 2 straight.
Give me
I will take Houston on the road to win because they are fighting with a purpose.
We're gonna be a little different. I'm gonna go the Buffalo Bills.
You can go Buffalo.
I'm gonna go Buffalo. I think Buffalo is they need this win badly to stay in the race.
Yeah, to stay in the race. I don't think they are though. I think that defense giving up 30 points last week to Alex Smith, and plus they're going against DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think they have anyone to cover DeAndre Hopkins. So
they don't.
I'm going to pick Houston to win. Okay, next up, Arizona. Arizona traveling to St. Louis.
Sucks. That fucking sucks.
You're gonna pick St. Louis anyway, aren't you?
That fucking sucks. Fucking Arizona.
Yeah.
Why? Why? This is like the only time I picked against them.
Yep. Watch it, they'll win.
I hope so. As long as Nick Foles can throw a fucking touchdown. I don't even care if he throws one. Just throw a fucking touchdown.
Let's see here. The Chris Johnson-esque.
Oh my god, he was going to become back player of the year.
Yeah, and then he kind of fell off the map. Plus, the referees in that last game against San Francisco. Oh shit!
I know, yeah, they were bad. It took them probably 2 minutes to make the call.
Yeah, and it got it wrong. It was the wrong down, and they took it down away from Arizona.
It was terrible. The referees have been atrocious.
Yep. Guess we're getting you know the referees.
We got Pete Morelli this week, the idiot who couldn't do anything right, and said on Monday Football, whatever it was.
No. That was the game I'm talking about, the San Francisco game where he took it down. You know who also he's famous for? The Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys. That pass interference call. That's him.
Oh my God! No.
Let's see here. There are others. There are other calls that he effed up royally, but I can't think of them right now.
I'm wondering. I'm focusing on fantasy right now.
Okay, so I'm
pick up someone.
I'm gonna pick Arizona because Arizona is playing with ropes. I don't think that St. Louis has the horses on defense to take on that receiver.
They've also been
take on the
extremely banged up.
Against their
Chris Long and Robert Quinn didn't play last week.
Yeah.
When Quinn and Long play together at the same time and not hurt, they're the dominant duo.
Yeah, but I'm saying like against that Arizona wide receiving core of Floyd, Brown, and Fitzgerald, I don't think they can match up with them.
Oh no, their wide receiving core is outstanding.
They're not going to match up with them.
The Rams wide receiving core sucks.
They do. Kenny Britt.
They suck. Kenny Britt's good. I'll give that. Kenny Britt is very good.
Tavon Austin?
Tavon Austin has been a bust, but if he can you got to get the ball to him. Yeah. Like he had the rushing touchdown, but you got to get the ball to Austin. You have to get it to him. Todd Gurley's been struggling.
Yep.
A lot. Just weird. He's hit that rookie wall.
What the hell is going on with the Atlanta Falcons?
I'm gonna pick against them. I don't even care who they're facing because you know they're gonna lose.
They're facing the Bucs.
That's right.
I'm gonna pick Tampa.
I'm picking Tampa. Tampa's really good. They had that stumble last week, But I feel like
this is going to be a heavy Doug Martin game.
Be heavy. It is.
Doug Martin has over 1,000 yards rushing. Devontae Freeman will be back.
He will be back.
But that defense for Atlanta is not going to hold up, and I think they're going to lose. And they will lose, and Carolina will win their division.
Yep.
Bengals at Cleveland. Bengals, yeah. Kansas City traveling to Oakland. Kansas City has won 5 straight games.
And it's going to be... That streak is going to come to an end because I think the Raiders are going to win this one.
Let's see here. The Raiders have had... they are not good against the pass, so it's going to be a lot of Jeremy Maclin and...
they are not. They're terrible against the pass.
It's at home. It's at home for Oakland, and I really hate picking Oakland because I have no idea what they are.
Yeah, I can see that.
But Derek Carr has been playing very well in his second year. I think
he is outstanding. He is
24 touchdowns, 6 picks going against.
He's impressive. He is extremely impressive. If you had to start
it's going to be
franchise right now.
It's going to be a good offense going against a good defense.
Yeah.
It's in Oakland, so I'm going to take Oakland. I'll just go with you with this one. I'll pick Oakland, but I would not be shocked if Kansas City does.
Also, Kansas City's also been dealing with a couple of injuries. Mike DeVito is limited. Eric Berry, not injury-related, did not practice.
Yep.
Tamba Ali, limited. Travis Kelce, full. Justin Houston did not practice. Spencer Ware was full practice. Hussein Abdullah was limited. Shaquandrick West was full. DeAnthony Thomas did not practice a concussion.
Denver's
Alan Bailey was limited with a calf. So those are some big pieces of that puzzle right there.
Yeah, but they
especially Houston and Ali.
Yeah, but they expect Houston to play, so next up is Denver traveling.
Charles Woodson was full, thank God.
Denver's traveling to San Diego, who are now
Denver.
3.
This San Diego is so easy to pick against.
I would pick Denver, but I just want Denver to lose at least one game. So I'm going upset special. I am picking. Are they the upset or are they favorite? They're favorite. Never mind. I would take San Diego at home because I think Phillip Rivers can throw on that defense with the tight end.
Denver.
Still going to pick Denver.
I just,
Carolina traveling to New Orleans, Carolina. Sorry, but there's no defense. New Orleans has 0 defense.
New Orleans, I don't think New Orleans had a defense.
They have 0 defensive power.
Let's see.
And New Orleans has recently. And New Orleans has recently struggled offensively against them, but so I'm gonna pick Carolina to win this, and they're gonna clinch their division as soon as they do win, or if Atlanta loses.
Oh, wow. Charles Peanut Tillman's did not practice
again.
Coney Ely was full.
Okay,
was full.
Okay, the biggest spread of the weekend is 9.5, and it's going to be Philadelphia going against New England.
I'm going to agree with that spread, 9.5.
Yep.
It's a big, it's a big number.
New England without Rob Gronkowski, but they will have Danny Amendola back, and they will have Jamie Collins back.
Thank God. In case if you're wondering, we're picking the Pats.
Unless you haven't noticed by our recent pick.
3,600 yards, 28 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, the legend himself.
Yep. So it's going to be Danny Amendola who had limited practice. Dante Hightower actually did have some limited practice, so it looks good for him.
They said he was going to be out for a couple of weeks, but knowing Dante and knowing that he's a machine,
he'll be back this week.
He's going to be in this week.
No,
it would be kind of a surprise if he. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't, if he was inactive.
No. I'd bring him back next week against Houston.
You don't need him. You don't need anyone this week. You don't need Chandler Jones. You don't need.
I play Jan. I make sure that You still need the horses.
So it was Chandler Jones. I'll read it off the injury report here. Chandler Jones, abdomen, full practice. Justin Coleman, hand again, did not practice. That's kind of
sucks.
He's been good at times.
Yep.
He's solid. He's not.
I think Sam Bradford will turn the ball over a lot because he's going to be returning for Sam Bradford, so he's going to turn the ball over a lot. And you can't turn over the ball against Tom Brady and the Patriots. You'll lose.
You'll lose, exactly.
And it's at home. It's at home. I can't pick the Patriots against.
No one can.
I can't pick the Patriots. I can't pick anyone.
I can't pick against the Patriots regardless of who they're playing.
Yeah.
Patrick Chung foot was limited.
But
limited for Collins' illness. Not injury related. Did not practice. Trey Williams.
That team is checked out. That team is checked out.
Gronk, of course, did not practice. Amendola is going to play. Michael Williams is limited. Alan Branch is full. Edelman, of course, didn't participate because he's hurt.
Yep.
And Hightower was limited with the knee. Easley did not participate with the ankle.
Okay, last time.
So that's kind of it. If Easley doesn't play, that's going to cut. If Easley doesn't play, it's a big loss. Branch was full, which is good because Branch had a monstrous game last week against Denver.
Last time these two teams faced each other, Ben Roethlisberger threw 6 touchdown passes.
Yep. And I wouldn't be surprised if he did it again.
Because the Colts defense sucks. And it's in Pittsburgh.
Even though the Steelers are 6-5, they're a very good team.
They have offensive talent. They have so much offensive talent on that team.
Mm-hmm. Even down the depth chart.
Yeah.
You got Antonio Brown. Martinez Bryant.
The guy who went off last week.
Wheaton.
Marcus Wheaton.
There's one more. I'm forgetting someone. Damn it, I forget who it is now. They have 4 or 5 really solid wide receivers.
It's not going to be a 13-10 game, to say the least.
No, this is going to be
It's going to
be a runaway for the Steelers.
I'm going to pick Pittsburgh because I don't think Matt Hasselbeck can keep up with Pittsburgh.
And also some injury news too for Ryan Shazier. Looks like he's going to play. It's full participation with the concussion.
Yep, he'll be fine. Baltimore is playing, so I'm going to pick Pittsburgh. I will pick Pittsburgh.
James Harrison
in a runaway.
Full practice, he's probable.
In a runaway, an absolute runaway. I want to see what the NFL news is, so we can maybe talk about the news, then we pick all games here.
Ben Roethlisberger is probable. He's going to play.
Miracle in Motown. Okay.
Now the Monday night game.
Monday night?
NFC East matchup. The 3-8 Dallas Cowboys versus the division-leading 5-6 Redskins.
It's in Washington?
In Washington,
That's
where
Washington.
Washington's only lost 1 game. They haven't won a game on the road yet this year.
Well, I'm picking Washington.
Washington? I'm going to go with you on that one. Washington. Kirk Cousins on the season. It's very deceptive, the 16 touchdowns and 10 picks, because a lot of those picks come in one game.
70% completion percentage.
His 10 picks are very sneaky because they come in multiples. He won't throw a game where he throw 1 pick. If he throws 1, he's going to throw at least 2. But
Alan Hearns ruled out for Sunday.
Thank God I picked up Marquise Lee.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyone else here? Any other big news here? No, doesn't look like it. Coldplay playing for the Super Bowl halftime show.
No one cares about Coldplay.
I don't know if you want to talk about that or not. No.
It's terrible.
Which coaches are on the hot seat?
How the fuck is that a good shot?
Chip Kelly. Yep. Chuck Pagano. Yep.
Oh, Chuck Pagano. Yeah, Chuck Pagano's leaving regardless.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They can win the whole damn thing, which they won't. But so the Patriots will clinch their division if. Let's go over the clinch scenarios here because
we gotta go over them.
There's only 3 of them so far. Patriots will clinch a playoff spot with a win.
Yes, with a win regardless.
Yeah, they'll clinch They'll clinch the division if they win and the Jets loss or tie. Whether the Jets loss or tie, they'll clinch the division. Carolina will clinch it with a win or an Atlanta loss. Then, what?
I like that.
Jesus Christ! Cincinnati has there's a lot of words here. Charles Tillman is officially ruled out.
Tillman's out.
Joe Hayden's ruled out too. for the Browns, but not carried for the Browns.
Joe Hayden, man, that's a big one. That's a biggie for them.
So yeah, that confirms right there. AJ Green, you're gonna go off in that game. I really hope you don't, because I'm facing.
No one's gonna cover him.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna look up NFL clinching scenarios. There's a lot. Holy shit! There's a lot. This is a lot of words to say for Cincinnati. Cincinnati can clinch the division if that they win, that the win. A Houston loss or an Indy loss. Okay, a Houston loss, an Indy loss, a Jets loss. As long as Houston, Indy, and Houston don't tie.
Ties are for you few and far in between.
Okay. Cincinnati will clinch a playoff spot if they win, Houston tie, loss or tie, Indy loss or tie, Denver win, or tie, a Kansas City loss as long as Indy and a Denver win and a Kansas City loss as long as Indy and Houston don't both tie.
Exactly, yeah.
That is a mouthful. So, yeah, I think it's going to be the Patriots in the The Patriots will clinch the playoff.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Patriots are going to run the table.
Yeah, they clinch a playoff spot with a win, a Pittsburgh loss, or a Kansas City loss. Or a Pittsburgh and a Houston loss. Again, yeah. So that's basically what it is. They clinch. Carolina will catch a playoff spot if Seattle loses or Arizona loses. Or Green Bay loses, which I guess that scenario is out the window.
I know, yeah. There's so many scenarios for this team to clinch.
They are going to clinch. Okay, more player news. Any other player news that I got to play? So Joe Rodriguez already ruled out. Martavis Bryant will not play. Alfred Blue's not playing. Ryan Matthews not playing.
Ryan Matthews is that. I saw that, yeah.
J.J. Watt to start. Tyler Eifert is out.
Wow.
As of he's gonna be out. Looks like because he didn't work out on this past week. Who else here? Anyone else here? Josh Huff? No, not very much. So not really much player news. Should we talk about like the defensive receiver stuff that Brady was complaining about, or how like should they call for a chop block on defensive receivers?
I don't know. It's kind of a because with that
the argument is that everyone else is saying, "Hey, that's these." Damn. So the argument is that linebackers, defensive linemen, and offensive linemen have that for them.
Yep.
And receivers don't.
Then they should, because that's kind of like unfair.
It's also unfair to the defensive player. Says, where are you going to tackle him? I can't go
exactly.
too high. I can't go too low. If I try to tackle him in the front, the offensive player could just duck down and I'll hit him right in the helmet and I'll get called for a penalty. Why don't we play with flags?
Exactly. Why don't we play a flag football? Or two-hand touch.
Two-hand touch.
Two-hand touch is what they come to.
Like, this is pretty awful.
It's pretty bad. The league is in
He's in shambles. Okay.
Shambles right now.
Okay, how about this one? Should the NFL hire full-time refs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Younger refs too.
Younger full-time refs that don't take forever to screw.
Yep.
Simplify the rules.
Get rid of them. Too old. Once you reach 15 years, you're gone.
Ed Hockley.
Ed Hockley, or focus on much on first down. First down.
Let me just let's throw them out for you. Okay, so I think they should have full-time refs because it's getting bad. It's really It's a really bad officiating. And Roger Goodell, the corporate chef himself, says himself, I think they're doing a good job. You know, why would we just have a campaign on him that says yes we can, with a freaking thumbs up?
Yeah, because that's what he's good for.
He's a corporate shell.
He is. I hate him so much. I do. I seriously do. He's the reason why the NFL is in so much freaking trouble, because he lies about everything.
Oh, the concussion stuff and all that shit.
The concussion stuff, everyone's finding out about it now.
Well, they found out about that years ago, and then now they're making a movie out of it.
Yeah, but apparently, like, it's not going to be as good as it looks.
Yeah.
Because the NFL like had final say in what goes on it, and they hide a lot of stuff.
Of course they do.
I mean, they couldn't let it get out, which I can kind of see why. But at the
They
same
want to
time,
protect
it's a
their
movie on concussions, and you're not allowing them to have information about the concussions that happened.
NFL. I'm just gonna look up NFL news so we can have more stuff. This video is only 40 minutes.
And it just,
It's like I need more stuff to talk about here.
I don't know, yeah, it's nothing.
Let's see here. The Lions did not get screwed. We already talked about that with the face mask, not a face mask.
It can go either way. I don't think it is.
It's not really there's not really that much to talk about, so I think we can wrap up the show then.
I know, there's not really much to talk about.
I don't really have that much to talk about because it's not really that big of news.
I know, yeah.
Other than Gronk's being
In other news, too, because David Price, the Red Sox people, would give us your opinion on that.
Yeah, even though, if you want us to do a baseball show, we'll start doing that. I'll call on my friend Paul, and we'll have like a 3-man tandem in this whole thing. He's the baseball expert. I don't really know that much outside of that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm learning.
It's
All right, so I think it's time to plug some stuff.
It is.
So
anywhere in this area, in these areas around town,
I don't put annotations around here anyway.
down in the description box, no annotations because we're cool. Check out the Massasoit Wrestling Corner
with on Wrestling Fortune 44, where you'll see me and him.
I say this every week. It's always
it's
always me and him.
It's like we'll talk about the ongoing goings on in professional wrestling.
Doesn't matter what it is, we'll talk about it.
Yep, and you don't need to worry about someone just screaming into the camera anymore.
I know. Yep.
Unless you're watching their new show, the Retro Pay-Per-View Review Show, where they talked about Heatwave '98, and I just walked in and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want. I literally just walked in and sat down and put my head up and did nothing.
Yeah.
Check out that. What up? Is that all we have to plug? Or should we plug James' shit?
No. Follow the Football Reporters on Facebook.
Like us, subscribe, follow us on Facebook.
Follow us on Facebook at the Massasoit Wrestling Corner for that wrestling. We post the criteria of what we're doing on that show.
Owen mostly posts
it. Don't mind the spelling mistakes.
We suck. We suck. So
yeah.
That's it for us. And
for John, I'm Chris, not the other way around.
Yeah.
This is the Football Reporter saying, have a good football Sunday, people.